Imagine standing in the cereal aisle of a grocery store, faced with hundreds of options. You just wanted a simple breakfast, but now you're overwhelmed by the sheer variety. This everyday scenario is a small glimpse into the larger issue known as the paradox of choice. Why does having more options sometimes make us feel less satisfied? Let's delve into this intriguing concept and uncover the psychological and social factors at play. What is the paradox of choice? The paradox of choice, a term popularized by psychologist Barry Schwartz in his seminal book, The Paradox of Choice: Why More is Less, explores the counterintuitive idea that while choice is fundamentally good, too much of it can be detrimental. Schwartz argues that an overabundance of options can lead to increased anxiety, decision paralysis, and decreased satisfaction. Consider the explosion of choices we face daily, from streaming services with thousands of movies and TV shows to dating apps with endless potential matches. On the surface, this seems to be the epitome of freedom and personalization. However, the reality is often different. As Schwartz suggests, more choices can create higher expectations, making it harder to feel content with our final decisions. The psychological mechanisms behind the paradox. Number 1. Decision paralysis. When confronted with too many choices, people can become overwhelmed and struggle to make any decision at all. This is known as decision paralysis. For example, in a famous study by psychologists Sheena Iyengar and Mark Lepper, shoppers were more likely to purchase jam when offered 6 varieties compared to when they were presented with 24. The larger selection, rather than enticing them, led to indecision and reduced purchases. Number 2. Fear of regret. Another psychological factor is the fear of making the wrong choice. With more options, the potential for regret increases because the opportunity cost of not choosing the other options becomes more pronounced. Imagine buying a new smartphone. With so many models and features available, the fear of picking one that may not be the best can be paralyzing. Number 3. Opportunity cost. The concept of opportunity cost also plays a significant role. Each choice represents a trade-off, and when we have too many options, we become acutely aware of what we might be missing out on. This awareness can lead to dissatisfaction with our choice, even if it objectively meets our needs. For instance, choosing a vacation destination from dozens of appealing places might leave us wondering about the experiences we forewent. Number 4. The burden of high expectations. Lastly, with more choices comes the burden of higher expectations. When we have numerous options, we expect to find the perfect one. If the chosen option falls short of these inflated expectations, we feel disappointed. This is often seen in consumer behavior, where the anticipation of a perfect product leads to inevitable dissatisfaction when reality does not match the ideal. Real-world implications. The paradox of choice has far-reaching implications in various aspects of life. Number 1. Consumer behavior. Retailers have begun to understand that offering fewer, curated options can actually enhance customer satisfaction. For example, the success of brands like Apple, which offers a limited range of products, contrasts with competitors that flood the market with numerous variants. Apple's approach reduces decision fatigue and increases satisfaction by simplifying choices. Number 2. Career decisions. The modern job market presents a multitude of career paths, roles, and specializations. While this variety allows for personalized career trajectories, it can also lead to analysis paralysis. Young professionals often feel overwhelmed by the need to make the right choice, which can delay decision-making and career progression. Number 3. Personal relationships. Dating apps exemplify the paradox of choice in personal relationships. With endless potential matches at our fingertips, the pressure to find the perfect partner can result in perpetual dissatisfaction and the tendency to continuously seek better options. This phenomenon, sometimes referred to as the grass is always greener syndrome, can hinder the development of meaningful relationships. Strategies to manage the paradox. Understanding the paradox of choice is the first step towards mitigating its negative effects. Here are some strategies to help manage and reduce the burden of too many options. Number 1. Simplify choices. Narrowing down options based on personal criteria can help. For example, when shopping for a new gadget, identify the key features you need and focus only on models that meet these criteria. This reduces the cognitive load and makes decision-making more manageable. Number 2. Embrace satisficing. Adopt the principle of satisficing, which means choosing an option that is good enough rather than perfect. This approach can alleviate the pressure to make the ideal choice and increase overall satisfaction. Number 3. Limit exposure. Reduce the number of options you expose yourself to. For instance, if you're overwhelmed by the selection of movies on a streaming service, consider using curated lists or recommendations to guide your choice. Number 4. Set realistic expectations. Manage your expectations by understanding that no choice will be perfect. Accepting that each option has its pros and cons can help in making a more contented decision. Number 5. Seek expert advice. Consulting experts or relying on trusted reviews can streamline the decision-making process. Expert recommendations can provide clarity and confidence in making a choice. Conclusion. The paradox of choice reveals that more is not always better. While having options is essential for autonomy and freedom, an overabundance can lead to decision paralysis, regret, and dissatisfaction. By understanding the psychological and social factors involved, and adopting strategies to manage choices effectively, we can navigate our complex world more comfortably and make decisions that enhance our well-being. Thank you for watching the video, and if you learned something new, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel.